Listen, man, I think I've done 110, maybe 120 old-fashioned Fridays. I'm gonna go out of my way and say this might be the smoothest one we've ever had. Virginia is for Grubbers. We are back again with another old-fashioned Friday, and this week we are coming to you from Sterling, Virginia, and we are at La Prensa. We've done a few different old-fashioned Fridays in Sterling, Virginia, definitely hit or miss area, go one way or the other. I'm excited about this episode today because we are doing a Mezcal old-fashioned, which is obviously much different than your typical old-fashioned that we're gonna get at the majority of the other places that we shoot them at. Not only that, again, every single week now, we're also gonna talk about the happy hour at every single location on top of the old-fashioned Friday review. If you've never seen our channel before, what we do is we go around the entire state of Virginia, different towns, cities, wineries, distilleries, restaurants, and we taste test their old fashions and we give them a review from 0 to 10, 10 being the maximum score. And we rate those things on appearance, first sip, overall taste, that's 0 through 3, and then overall ambiance of the restaurant, 0 through 1, maximum score of 10. Again, today we're at La Prensa on a Mezcal old fashioned. The cuisine at La Prensa is a mix of Mexican and Spanish, so that's obviously why they went with the Mezcal old fashioned. Is it a gamble? Yeah, it's a gamble. When anytime you mix a different spirit with an old fashioned, you're definitely gambling, but I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of going outside of the box, doing something different, doing something that nobody else has done, elevating the game in the area, if you will. They're using a Mezcal, they're using a Resposado, they're also using a mole bitters, which is a chocolate, cinnamon spice bitters, and an orange bitters with a Demerara syrup, which is just a fancy term for simple syrup. A lot of ingredients. Again, I think this can go one way or the other. Well, let's jump into this appearance first. Single cube, nice size glass, nice orange peel. No clarified ice. We already know I'm a huge stickler for the clarified ice. It's gonna take your cocktail to a whole new level. It's gonna make the ice cube last probably 10 times longer, so it's not gonna dilute as fast. Luckily, it's starting to be fall now. It's getting a little colder, so clarified ice isn't gonna make that huge of a difference when we're in the middle of winter, but you know, in the summer, these things can melt fast. Off of appearance, with no clarified ice, I don't go above 2.5, so I think I'm gonna just stick to that range. Again, decent sized glass, nice orange peel, single cube. We're gonna go 2.5. Here we go, first sip. Lot of flavors, a lot of kick of flavors. You get the smokiness of the Mezcal. First of all, incredibly smooth. Before I even jump into the flavors, unbelievably smooth. We've done a million bourbon, some rye, some whiskey old fashions. This is way smoother than a bourbon old fashioned. I don't give a damn what kind of bourbon you're using. This is incredibly smooth. So no burn. If you're not into old fashions and you're like, I don't like bourbon, I don't like whiskey, come to the places that serve a different kind of spirit. This one, highly recommend right off the bat because you're not gonna get any burn and it's gonna go down super smooth. That was tasty, man. First sip, I gotta go 2.95. That was insane. We'll get into this overall, but first, before we do that, we're gonna talk about their happy hour. Their happy hour is Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., which is pretty standard for everywhere in Northern Virginia, if not the entire state of Virginia. They are gonna feature $3 classic tacos, which I have right here, 2 different pork tacos, 1 chicken taco. I got 1 of each. Have $8 margaritas. You get a choice of a classic margarita, a mango margarita, or a hibiscus margarita. Right here, we have the classic and the hibiscus. The hibiscus one looks insane. I mean, they both look insane. They got a little tahini and salt on the rim, which is, you know, again, a nice little extra touch. $8 for those, which is a great deal. We also have $6 white or red sangria. And in the next coming weeks, they're gonna be adding a few different appetizers that they already have on the regular menu onto their happy hour menu, and one of those is the plantains. Regular price $6. We're gonna push, they'll probably be like $4. Maybe we'll push for 3, I don't know. They also have $4 draft beer, so solid deal on the draft beer as well. So there you have it. We'll get into this overall, here we go. Still insanely smooth. I'm gonna take a bite of one of these tacos. I'm going with the pork that has pineapple in it because that looked, I don't know, on the menu looked the best. I'm making a mess. Pork with the pineapple, 100% recommend. Try plantain out, a little sauce here. These are insane. Yeah. The chocolate and cinnamon bitters and the orange bitters, they're not standing out like it's not like you can taste chocolate, but they're definitely blending with the Mezcal and the Resposado very, very well. Huge shout out to that. Listen, man, I think I've done 110, maybe 120 old-fashioned Fridays. We've done it every single week for the last 2 years and like 3 months. I'm gonna go out of my way and say this might be the smoothest one we've ever had. We've definitely had one that had higher scores, clarified ice, et cetera, but like as far as smoothness is concerned, I feel like this is definitely there. I mean, the consistency was as good as it's gonna get. You get clarified ice, obviously, it's gonna be a little less diluted, but like, it tastes just as good. I'm gonna go 2.9, which is a half point less than the first sip. Oh, we didn't talk about the ambiance of the restaurant. Ambiance of the restaurant, again, Mexican, Spanish restaurant. They got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 15, 16 tables, nice little small bar, decorated real nice. You can see a little ivy behind me here. So yeah, I mean, the place is dope. It's in a little shopping plaza in Sterling. Parking can be a bit tricky, but it's nothing compared to like Arlington or Tyson's where the parking is an absolute nightmare. So I'm gonna go full one on ambiance. There you have it, guys. 935 La Prensa, Sterling, Virginia. $3 tacos, $8 margaritas, $6 sangrias. Soon to come with the plantains on the happy hour menu. Virginia is for Grubbers. Cheers, guys.